Hello guys, my name is Lucas Silva and we're joined today by Blackbird Cigar with Jonas Santana. How are you?
Everything is great. Thank you for the invitation.
Oh, please. Look what we have here, the new treats. So this is the new sampler pack and all the Blackbird's current offerings.
Yeah.
Well, no, the only ones we're missing is the nest, right?
Yeah, the next.
Nest. So tell us about the cigars. I know we talked a little bit before the Crow got renamed, right?
The Raven got renamed.
The Raven got renamed.
So let's say 80% of my brands is related to crows.
Yeah, well, by the way, I know you told me a little bit about the unclipped my wings, but why birds?
Well, honestly, this is the thing. There's a lot of stories behind the other cigar makers with family related years and years, generation. And the thing is, I'm the first generation in my family making this. So
Okay.
I needed something to really penetrate the market in a very good marketing way and attach it to me. So when I find out that the symbol from USA is actually an eagle, I say, so I need a bird in my stuff.
You know, that's a really good point.
So the eagle is the strongest bird, right?
Yes.
But the crow is the smartest one.
You see, I was gonna say that. So the Crow is the underdog. Okay, I see your point now.
So I was gonna launch a Maduro cigar, so I needed a dark bird. So I needed a crow,
Yeah, because the first one was a Maduro.
which is the crow,
Okay.
the red label. So
So here's the packaging. Beautiful. I will take another picture of that close up. So all these are Robustos. And by the way, nice subtle touch that everybody forgets. There's a Boveda pack in here. Okay? So just because it's a nice little sample pack, you don't see the Boveda pack. This is key, people. No. And I like how you, is it glued on here? Yeah. Okay. So let's go over the line. So the Crow we know. Okay, so I'm not gonna touch that. So what's Cuckoo? Or
the
Coco?
Cuco, the thing is because when I started the company, I wanted to make cigars not very Dominican taste.
Okay.
Even that my factory is in Dominican Republic, but when I was driving around, I'm always traveling. The people told me, hey, you have a very Dominican cigar. So the question was too many questions. So about it, and I'm like, all right, so I needed something with only Dominican figures. So that's the Cuco. Cuco is a very typical bird in Dominican Republic, but it's still, to give it another touch, I use a Brazilian Cuba wrapper with Indonesian binder.
Oh, very interesting. Okay.
It's becoming my number one actually right now.
Yeah. Okay. And then Unkind is the one.
The Unkind used to be the Raven,
Okay.
so I had to change the name, but Unkind means flock of ravens. So it's still in the same spot. Why is purple? Because when the sunlight hits the feather of the raven, it's kind of purple.
Yeah, sure. On very high summer. Yeah.
Same reaction with the rook, kind of blue.
Okay. So and what about the Rook?
The rook is a Sumatra one. As the rook is shorter than the raven, that's why we make it the mild to medium. The Unkind is the medium. It has such a sweetness in the aftertaste.
Okay. And now it looks like the Jackdaw.
The Jackdaw.
Jackdaw. Jackdaw is the lightest color one here, so I'm assuming Habano?
It's a Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Jackdaw is the European crow. That's why I'm making my Connecticut.
Okay. And then the odd bird here is the Finch.
The Finch, first cigar in the morning, we get on a Connecticut light.
But that one's still a little bit, you say the Jackdaw would be the lightest one?
Actually, the Finch.
The Finch.
The Connecticut one has a little kick, just a little kick in the aftertaste.
What kind of Connecticut is it?
The Ecuadorian.
Ecuador. Okay. Alright. So which one should I smoke?
You have already the purple and the red one, right?
Yeah, so I already took that aside.
I think
I'm gonna try
this
to.
time good it goes with the Cuco. Yeah, the Cuco. Something that I like about the branding of my stuff is I always try to do no more than two syllables so that people can remember. And if they cannot remember the name, they will remember the color. So my longest name is actually the Jackdaw, but it's still two-sided. Jackdaw. Rook is one, Finch is one, Cook is two, Crow is one, Unkind is two.
You know what I like about this too, by the way? You got an actual serial on the band. I mean, on the cellophane. I mean, for a shop, scan and all that.
To make it easier.
Jesus. I mean, I don't know how many times this is a key and nobody does it.
Something else is that people don't pay attention. Even my consumers sometimes don't pay attention to this. Everybody at some point needs to take off the band, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every band has a bird. Just take off the bird and look how easy it goes.
And that's the other thing too, because everybody that usually tries to take it out, they try to lift it and then destroys it.
Exactly.
So the whole packaging, everything has been thoroughly thought out. Very.
Exactly.
I mean,
Every band has a bird. You just take it off, and you will never have a problem with the wrapper.
I gotta tell you, I like the cold draw. I mean, I already give it a nice little, almost cherry notes.
Yeah.
It's but you can definitely taste the Brazilian Maduro in there. I mean,
Yeah, that Brazilian have a little touch. I really like it. It apports a lot to the smoke, to the experience of the smoke. That Brazilian wrapper, I love it. That's why I use it 2 times. I use it in the Unkind and I use it in the cooker.
what's wrong with these lighters? Almost burned my face off with that lighter. Jesus. Wow. I do like this, but we'll see. So, I mean, now here's an important question: are you going to continue? Are you going to expand the line even further? Are you looking to release new blends with the same name? I mean, where do you see it? Or is the same blend going to stay with that?
I want to make now more limited editions that only certain accounts will have it like yours.
So this will be a core line.
That's the core line.
This and the Nest.
And then that's my bundle cigar, yeah.
Okay. And I wouldn't call it bundle because I think it's it's not
Yeah.
it's not like a forum or anything like that. It is a very
Yeah, it tastes very good. That's why I sell a lot of those because it's mixed with the Crow and the Unkind line.
Now this pack retails for
46.
46. Each one of those prices of each stick, they're all Robusto size. They're all the same price.
They're all the same price, doesn't matter the blend. I just standardize, so make it easy for the shop, and make it easy for me, make it easy for the rep. So all my Robusto cost the same, all my Church cost the same.
Okay.
All the time. So if you like one cigar of the Blackbird, it's not because of the price, it's because it fits your palate. That's the way it goes.
Well, I mean, I love because the way I look at this, I mean, I don't like comparing anybody, but the way you're coming into the scene now, it's like Tatuaje. They completely, Jack Johnson completely just changed everything. I mean, came out with the Skinny Monsters, and that's kind of how I feel what you're coming out with the birds.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more new generation because I believe there's a lot of new generation smokers coming. And the
Well,
thing
yeah,
is,
I agree with you. I mean, the Young Manillas is the #1, and the African American community, #2 markets right there.
exactly, and if you have someone smoking Fuente for, I don't know, 30 years, how hard it's gonna be to really put him to smoke another line? It's gonna be tougher.
Yeah, you always have those same guys that keep coming to the same ones. But that's what I love. That's the things that I feel that we try to do different. In our website, you can look at any cigar, and we have tasting notes and everything about it. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be really difficult for you to shop for something like this that can be so diverse, just like the packs are so diverse. Am I going to like this? Am I not? But what you're offering is, it's straight to the point. Here it is. They're all the same price. Okay. Here's the different blends. We put the notes together, and you try it. But that's the thing. There needs to be more sample. Just break from the uncommon. You know, one of the things I loved what I heard the other day was from one of the reps. They were saying, you know, back in the day, cigars were using 3 buds. Just 3 buds to make a core cigar. Now they're like 7, some even as high as 8.
Yeah, but that's gonna be very hard to keep the consistency.
Exactly.
Very hard. Very hard. Because you need to fight against Mother Nature. And of course you also have competition. So if you're using, I don't know, Habano grown in Ecuador, and there's 3 big companies that use a lot of those seeds, they're gonna try to get advantage and get the crop before you get it. So they talk with the farmers, and they, let's say they help with the final stuff to get the crop first. Let's say the grade A tobacco, and whatever is the leftovers, let's say grade C tobacco, you can get it. So if you start your blend with the grade A tobacco and then you go to the grade C tobacco, you're not gonna have consistency again.
You know, and that's exactly how it is in Cuba. I mean, they have the paid inspectors. They come in, pick the best, and whatever's left goes to the farmers.
That's the thing. That's something very tough. That's why I always try to buy a lot of tobacco in advance.
Oh, so you do all these tobaccos are all optioned out, so you can get it later.
For example, pretty much 65 to 70% of my tobacco comes from Hochi Blanco, right, from Margareta. So what we do is we try to do a forecast, like how much we think we're gonna sell next year, so he's safe our tobacco.
You know, Adrian's a great friend of mine.
Adrian?
Yeah.
He's a great guy. A lot of people tell me great things about him.
Yeah.
Great things.
And then, so, okay, limited editions. You blend all the cigars yourself?
No, I do it with my master blender, the one that actually really teaches me every step. So, a couple guys already know that I used to be in another company. So the thing is, when I started over there, I never even smoked a cigarette. But when I went over there, I'm like, one day I'm gonna grow. So I have a lot of faith. And when I want to accomplish something, I picture that in my mind. So I have to do whatever I have to do before I get to there. If I need to mop the floor, I do it. I don't care, because I gotta get to the point. If I wanna be a great boss, which I don't like to call myself boss, I prefer to be a leader, I need to be in the position of an employee. So when I got over there, I became the best friend of the master blender that used to work there 4 years ago. And every time I went there 30 minutes before my work shift starts at 8, so I can make at least 10 cigars, which is a mold with him. And he was giving me different cigars with just one type of leaf, so I can appreciate every blend. Sometimes you get, let's say, you have Connecticut on the other side, on one side you have Olor Dominicano, you have Criollo, and you smoke it 2 at a time, so you can see the difference. You have the Connecticut, then Olor, then Criollo, and you will see how the experience of the smoke changes in your palate. So that's how I got to learn everything. So I've done everything with him. He tried to follow my thinking because I'm the one in the streets, but at the end of the day, it's a team effort. I cannot give all the credit to myself.
But you gave him the vision.
I gave him what I want. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult. I mean, you know, I'm blending my own, you know, trying to come out my own now. I hear you. And that's the biggest thing though, is quality. Maintaining quality and consistency.
That's the toughest part.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus. But, so, what got you into the industry? I mean, aside from working with this social company or anything, but...
Well, of course, as I told you, I used
or
to
they
be
just
over
because you're Dominican, and every Dominican's gotta smoke a cigar.
Well, you know, as I'm in Dominican, I used to live, you know, very close to the Tamboril, where a lot of major companies were over there, and we already know about cigars. My grandmother smoked cigars since she was 15, like I was telling you before. So I was a little curious. My brother also was curious about it. So when I got the job over there, I just felt in haven. I like to travel a lot. I like to smoke cigars with other guys and learn from them. So this is the thing about cigars. There's a lot of people older than me. I'm just 29 years. They tell you a lot of stuff.
You're 2 years older than I am.
I'm what?
You're 2 years older than I am.
You're lying to me. You're lying to me in camera right now, so don't lie to me. You can be my uncle, probably. So, when you are around and you meet a lot of guys 10 years older than you, they have experience that, and they tell it to you for free. So I learn a lot every time I go to different places. But at the end of the day, you need to have a goal in life. If you don't have a goal in life, what's the purpose of being here? If you want to be just a normal guy, that's not my thing. I don't want to be a normal guy. I only work, I don't know, at McDonald's. I don't want to be that guy. Even that I think that if you want to be big, you need to start from the bottom. If you need to start in McDonald's, that's your start. Doesn't matter. You need to get the experience from different sources, different companies, different bosses, because they have a different way to see life from different races. So then you get to understand business, and not only that, business. Every year, the way of doing business changes. You have the digital stuff. You have
FDA.
You have the market changes. I don't know. I think 1.5 years ago, a lot of 60s were selling a lot.
Yeah, do you ever see yourself with 6 different cigars?
I think it's changing
8 now, right?
I think it's changing. Now the 60s is not selling like it used to be. 60 ring gauges.
Oh no, I'm saying 6 different. Well, no, you got 8 cigars.
I have 8 cigars with the net. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, no, 60 is dropping big time. I agree completely with you. I mean,
Going to Coronas now.
But see, that's the way Lanceros and Coronas and Robustos. I mean, there's no need for a massive cigar. I mean, I don't know why people think, I don't want to, say something like the 7x70, which one I'm talking about, the huge one.
Yeah.
I mean, just because it's got all the tobacco doesn't mean you're getting all of that out of it. I mean, you can get, this is true. I mean, 70% of the flavor's in the wrapper anyways. I mean, the rest is just burnt, most of it.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is with the wrapper is because that's the one that touches your lips, and you can touch it with the with your tongue. But
by the way, it's got a little spicy. Like I get a little tingly in my.
yeah, it has not black pepper. It's getting closer, but not too much.
Yeah.
Something that will allow you still to appreciate the smoke. Something that I like about my lines is that most of them has very white ash.
Yeah, it's very stacked. Very
You know
stacked.
why is that?
No.
Why is very white?
No.
Because most of my tobacco has a lot of culture.
Really? Well, there you go. Something to learn new about Blackbird every day. That's interesting. But see, now what's interesting about your white ash, it's very stacked. And you can see it's layered. The way it's been blended has been just layered.
Some people think when they grab my cigars, they touch it and they think they're gonna have a very bad draw.
No, you got a very,
When you touch it,
you got a very strong draw, very loose. Compared to the one I give you before this, that's a really tight draw. This is super loose. I mean, we just started the video 10 minutes, and look how much I already took out. I'm almost into my second third.
If you touch it, you will think it's gonna have a tight draw. But that's
Yeah,
the
because
way.
it is a tight cigar. Yeah.
But the thing is, we blend it in a different way. My master really likes to work with a lot of tobacco as much as it needs, because if a cigar doesn't have enough tobacco, you're not really gonna appreciate the blend. The most of the time when you smoke the Cubans, it feels spongy.
Yeah, they do. You just feel very soft.
So it's supposed to have a very nice draw,
Yeah.
and not all of them have it.
Well, not these days, but yeah.
So that's the way they put together the leaf inside. So
So how many different types of tobacco do you usually use per? I mean, you don't have to go into in depth, but
the Crow and Dion kind of has 4 types of feeders.
okay.
So in total, it's like 6 types of tobaccos if you count the binder and the wrapper. Now, all the ones has only 3 types of tobaccos in the feeder. No, I'm sorry. 2 types of tobacco in the feeder, 1 binder, and a different wrapper. That's a binder.
But yeah, because I definitely noticed a change. I mean, like I said, it was very, like I told you, almost fruity, like I told you, cherry, oaky, and then I got that little bit of a spice on my lips, and now it's changing again, going into the second third. But yeah, very interesting smoke, by far. and I love the construction. But I mean, so where do you see Blackbird going from now, other than the limited editions? Are you gonna go? Are you gonna get into wine? Are you gonna get into coffee?
Coffee is one thing. Some people already offered me about making a coffee for Blackbird Cigar, but for some reason, I don't know. I want to get liquor. It can be, well, beer is not considered like a hardcore liquor, but I like beer because I have a friend in Florida that he offered me about the beers. I don't know, maybe a cognac, but I want something. I want something to go with the cigars. It can be a rum because I'm a rum guy. I'm a Dominican guy.
Let me guess, Zacapa?
No, Brugal.
Ah.
Brugal. The thing is, Zacapa is very sweet. So
Yeah, I mean, it depends what you pair with. I mean, this is something, it would completely knock off the flavor. But the Crow, I can see as Zacapa. Or maybe maybe the unkind.
Because it's not sweet. So the thing is, the sweeter you go in a liquor, the harder it's gonna be your hangover.
Sure.
That's something that I don't like. I don't like hangover.
So we're gonna drink a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna drink a lot. You will see that happening. I really want to do it, and then after I do my liquor, I want to put some tobacco over there to rest for a couple days, 30 days, and then blend something.
Oh, so you're
With
planning
the barrel.
on raising your own fields?
Yeah. As soon as God let me do that, yeah, I will do it. But the thing is, the baby needs to walk before it runs.
Yeah, and that's the hard part. I mean, gosh, everybody that I've known that I spoke to about when they get into the actual harvesting part of it, that's a whole different ballgame.
Even if you
Getting
know
the
about,
seeds, I mean, just cultivating the crop.
it can take you 2 years to make your first cigar.
Yeah.
If you do the whole process, because when you plant the seed, you do it. There's some let's call it baskets, and you put the seeds. You gotta leave it over there for 45 days. Then the plants grows, but not all of them are gonna be strong enough to go to the other basket. When they put it over there in the first basket, everything is just together. Then they took out all the ones that have the strength to grow more, and then they put it in baskets that have little holes so they can grow by itself. Even in that part, there's going to be some of the leaves of plants, let's say, it's not going to be strong enough to go to the fields.
So the way you're working now, 'cause you're getting your tobacco, you've got options to buy it, or you're working very much in depth on picking seeds and everything, very hands-on on the harvesting part of it?
I think it really reach the source. The thing is that the source that I have so much experience, which is Hochi Blanco, and I go over there with the master blender. We check the leaf that we really like. We do some tests when we light it up, and we see how fast it burns. If it's turning too dark, it depends. And then we pick up whatever we want. We select the package. That's the way we call it in the Dominican Republic. The most of the time you do some signs in the package so there's no messed up. Nobody put up something else because that happens.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like you think you're gonna get a type of tobacco, and then you get
your
other
bale's
stuff.
a little different. Yeah.
That happens. Imagine when you go to Nicaragua and you go, oh, I want the SLE and I want the Jalapa and I want so and so. I want 20 of these. I want 30 of those. And then when you inspect the container in the Dominican Republic, it's maybe 20% what you really select in Nicaragua. That happens a lot of times. Remember the bird?
Yeah.
Maybe they put so much glue in it. What?
Okay. Love it. And you know the other thing I like about your bands, you don't put full floor and all this stuff on.
No, because I don't want to be like everybody. Because they related cigars with a lot of gold because it used to be something just for high-end people. But nowadays it's not like that.
And see, and that's my argument. And that's why I think we're both seeing this cultural shift, is because now people realizing, yeah, I can go smoke a cigar. It's affordable. It's not, it's not something that it's out of reach of, out of everyone. Not just the guy that works on Wall Street doesn't have to be the only guy smoking a cigar.
It's not like before. So as I'm telling you, I'm going more to the to the new generation, and the new generation is, you know, a lot of colors. You even see sneakers like this, you know, a lot of colors.
Yeah. Gotta love it.
And that's why I wanted to do it that way, and because I want nobody to miss my product in the shelf with all the fancy, not fancy colors, but bright colors.
The bird tells a story.
Yeah. Something that I like about it, honestly, is because, you know, when you're an entrepreneur, there's a lot of stuff that you, this is the way I think. An entrepreneur, I don't think it's born that way. I think life make it happen, like I want to be an entrepreneur, or you have some sort of a problem, or you had a problem with your family that, oh, we need money in the house, so I need to make a living, I need to make it happen. So that's why I decided to use Can't Clean My Wings. That's what I use in all my boxes. The slogan to identify why the company is moving forward. Don't let nobody clip your wings, because there's a lot of stuff. Some people can tell you, oh, what you're doing it, you think you're gonna make it? It's a tough market. I think every business has a risk. Every business has a risk. And do you think that other brands owner we really want you to have another brand to be the compare? They're gonna tell you it's very tough. So if they make it happen, and they're human beings, and they have legs and hands like you, why you cannot make it happen?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's even though it's a high risk. Well, yeah, that's the problem. The biggest thing is we're in a high risk industry.
Yeah,
Both of us.
it is. It
And
is.
at the end of the day, it's very tough. But you know, I love the challenge.
The challenge, that gives you the adrenaline to keep going.
Because that's a problem. That's the number one thing I see the problem with this industry. It's too old school mentality, and they think it's just, you know, let's just advertise in a cigar show, not a magazine, and let's do big smokes and stuff like that, and that's how we do it. And that's not what it's about. I mean, if you want to hit the masses, let's do events, do tasting. Some of my best events that we've done is stuff where we paired. So I love the fact that you're telling me that you're going into, you know, the liquor business, because that's the way it is. You know, you do a pairing. You know, oh great, you know, buy this bottle and you get these cigars. How great would that be? Can you imagine? Is that a sample pack?
Of course, I would love to do that, man. And something else that I like to smoke cigars while I smoke, while I eat meat. I believe you have done it, right?
You know, that's a very Spaniard thing to do. I only done it in Spain. I usually, I mean, well, right now I'm not doing a review, but when I'm doing a review, I usually do some soda and water.
Mm-hmm.
That way, keep it very uniform. But yeah, if I'm drinking just for fun, then yeah, I mean, I like coffee. I like other. I mean, especially I'm definitely gonna do the drag dog with in the French pub with a cup of coffee.
The
Double
coffee.
shot espresso.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely see that.
Have you tried with chocolate espresso?
Yes, I love that. Those
These
Gordivas, the little balls.
it
and the
cleans your
oil-
palate.
Yes.
So every time you puff, it's like a new puff.
You know, I mean, I haven't messed with it in a long time, but fresh orange juice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
in the afternoon. Fresh orange juice. Fresh squeezed
Not from
orange
any
juice.
can or whatever.
No,
process.
fresh. It goes in the machine. You see the ball get squeezed. Yeah, fresh orange juice.
Yeah, especially with the Connecticut.
Yeah, because see, and that's the thing. I also noticed. Yes, the grottos are coming out. They're phasing out. But I also noticed that people are going more full body.
Yes. Nowadays, more. When I make events in different shops, and I ask the guys, hey, what do you like to smoke? Mild, medium, or full? I believe 9 out of 10 tell me I go medium or full. Not always mild. But think about it. If you go to a shop and make an event at 6 p.m., you don't need a mild cigar. You already have at least 2 meals. So you can really appreciate more the full body.
Well, my logic behind the strength or whatever they call it. I believe anybody can smoke anything whatever time they want. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
it's just, for me, it's more mood. If I do a full body in the morning, then I might be really mellow. You know what I mean? Then yeah, of course, then you do more mild. But yeah, like in the evening right now, I mean, I want more full body. I want that mellow out. But I believe, and that's the thing that I hope that we all educate new consumers now. So they look at these cigars, oh my God, that black thing is gonna make me pass out. No, I mean, just do a punch, do a V. Then if you like it, then cut the rest and then keep going.
Exactly. Yeah. You don't have to be afraid of it's gonna be very full or whatever. You try, man.
And that's the biggest thing that I feel like now that I see is a lot of people that we're educating. They look at these and then I'll try that. I mean, when somebody comes up to me, what cigar should I smoke? First thing I ask them is, what are you drinking? What are you in the mood for? Not what cigar you should smoke.
Exactly.
Like I tell you, you can smoke every day.
Depends on the mood. It depends what you're drinking. Yeah. I totally agree on that, man.
But the big announcement here, though, is that now you're going to be in Europe.
Yeah. I'm getting my cigars over there right now. I'm getting tagged from our guys. I'm excited about it. It's a different market. There's a lot of lounges that you cannot even drink and smoke at the same time. It's weird, right?
Well, it's not weird because that's how it is in Chicago, Big's Mansion.
Oh yeah, that's true.
There's a lot of places. I mean, unfortunately, that's how it is coming now in the USA. When I went to San Diego to check out a couple of cigar lounges there, I mean, you can only smoke at the lounge. If you go smoke at your house, somebody smells it, you get fined.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, it's different everywhere. But yeah, I think Europe is going to be interesting though because then you're going to be competing against the Cubans.
Yeah, that's true. And I think Cuba's gonna have a hard time with us. Why? This is my thinking. You tell me if you agree with me. As there's a lot of FDA problems going on, we are going over there hungry, chasing stuff. So when you are hungry enough you want to accomplish something, you want to go hard. You want to try to get all the shots you can get. You want to, if you need to give deals, if you need to give whatever the thing you need to give to keep your factory still working, you're gonna make it happen. So if you need also the best quality ever to compete against Cubans, and as soon as the European market realize how good is cigars from Dominican Republic, from Nicaragua, they're gonna be like, oh, so Cubans not that.
Well, the issue I have with Cubans, I mean, back in the day, I would say they were great. I mean, they were very good, constructed very well, draw perfectly. I mean, the taste profile was on point. But the problem now that I see, yes, you're right, FDA is cracking down, but the Cuban market also it's a huge hit.
Yeah.
If you look at it now, I mean, what was it? I think a couple months back, the Cuban government announced that they're going to take so much land to make, more tobacco. So the problem is now is, this hype and all this closing down. People are trying to grab all the Cubans because, it's the thing that you can't have. But most of the time it's not real. I mean, I have customers that come and we come sit down and look, just tell me, is this real? I mean, you could look at the thing from a mile away. But the worst part is it's how bad it's made. But finishing off here, I want to thank Jonas for stopping by, showing some of his new line, talking about the future and where this is going. You will find all these cigars on the website. Okay, we'll have all these on there. And if you would like to carry any Jonas stuff as a shop or anything, feel free to reach out to them. You can reach them on the Blackbird
Cigar on Instagram.
Blackbird Cigar on Instagram. And feel free to give them a call.
I really appreciate your time, man. You're the best. So, and remember, don't let nobody cook your wings, bro.